Dance like nobody's watching. Have you ever noticed something? Little kids don't ask if they're good enough to dance. They don't wonder if someone is recording them. They don't think about whether they look cool. They hear music and they move. That's it. Somewhere along the way, we stopped doing that. We started worrying about being judged. We started comparing ourselves to people online. We started believing that dancing was only for talented people, professionals, or people with millions of followers. But I don't believe that. I believe dancing belongs to everyone. I want to tell you a story. A few years ago, I was standing in a room full of people while music was playing. Everyone around me was dancing. I wanted to join in, but I couldn't. My feet felt glued to the floor. I kept thinking, what if I look stupid? What if people laugh at me? What if I'm the worst dancer here? So I stood there pretending I wasn't interested. I smiled. I nodded my head to the beat. But inside, I wished I had the courage to move. Maybe you felt that too. Maybe you've been at a wedding where everyone else was dancing. Maybe you've watched dance videos online and thought, I could never do that. Maybe you've recorded yourself dancing, watched the video back, and deleted it because you thought you looked awkward. If that's you, I want you to know something. You're not alone. Almost everyone has felt that fear at some point. The difference isn't confidence. The difference is that some people decide their joy is more important than other people's opinions. Think about that for a second. How many moments have we missed because we were trying not to embarrass ourselves? How many memories never happened because we were too busy wondering what strangers might think? Life is too short for that. Dance isn't about proving anything. It's not about perfect timing. It's not about expensive shoes. It's not about getting millions of views. Dance is one of the oldest ways human beings have ever expressed themselves. Before we had smartphones, before social media, before anyone cared about likes or followers, people danced. People danced after good harvests. People danced during celebrations. People danced to heal. People danced when words weren't enough. Because sometimes your body can say what your mouth cannot. When you're happy, dance. When you're heartbroken, dance. When you're stressed, dance. When life feels heavy, dance anyway. Not because dancing magically fixes everything, but because, for a few moments, it reminds you that you're still alive. I'll tell you another story. I once saw an elderly man dancing completely by himself in a public park. He wasn't trying to impress anyone. He wasn't making a video. There was no audience cheering him on. He simply had music in his headphones, a huge smile on his face, and he danced like the whole world had disappeared. Some people walked past him. Some smiled. Some laughed. But here's what I noticed. He never stopped smiling. That day I realized something important. Freedom isn't when nobody judges you. Freedom is when their judgment no longer controls your happiness. That's powerful. Imagine living like that. Imagine waking up tomorrow and deciding you don't need permission to enjoy yourself. Imagine choosing joy over fear. Imagine dancing in your bedroom after a long day. Imagine dancing while cooking dinner. Imagine dancing with your children. Imagine dancing with your parents. Imagine dancing with your friends without caring who has the better moves. Those moments become memories. Not because the dancing was perfect, because the feeling was real. Social media has made us believe every dance has to be perfect. Perfect lighting, perfect camera, perfect body, perfect choreography, perfect outfit. But real life isn't perfect. And that's exactly what makes it beautiful. Some of the happiest people I've ever seen weren't the best dancers. They were simply the least afraid. Confidence doesn't come before dancing. Confidence grows because you dance. Every time you choose courage over fear, you're teaching your brain that it's safe to be yourself. That lesson changes everything. Maybe today you only dance for 30 seconds. That's enough. Maybe tomorrow it's 1 minute. That's enough too. Small moments create big changes. Don't wait until you think you're good enough, because that day may never come. Dance first. Confidence follows. And remember, someone out there needs to see someone who isn't perfect. Because perfection can be intimidating. Authenticity is inspiring. Your smile might encourage someone else to smile. Your courage might give someone else permission to stop hiding. You never know who's watching and thinking, if they can do it, maybe I can too. That's how confidence spreads. one brave person at a time. So here's my challenge for you. The next time your favorite song comes on, don't sit there. Don't overthink it. Don't ask if you look good. Just move. Move because you're grateful to be alive. Move because your body can. Move because your heart needs it. Move because joy deserves to be expressed. And if someone laughs, let them. People will always have opinions. But those opinions don't have to become your prison. Choose freedom. Choose joy. Choose movement. Dance through the good days. Dance through the difficult days. Dance through the uncertainty. Dance through the victories. Dance because every step is a reminder that you're still writing your story. Years from now, nobody will remember whether your dance moves were perfect, but you'll remember how alive you felt. And that's what truly matters. So turn the music up, take a deep breath, smile, and dance like you're finally coming home to yourself. Because the world doesn't need another perfect dancer. It needs more people who aren't afraid to feel alive. Now go dance. Not for the camera, not for the likes, not for anyone else's approval,